That did not work. You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. So yesterday we had to go on an adventure that I didn't really, not a good adventure, but we're able to get the clutches for the Kemper head. So hopefully that fixes us and we can push for a while. It's supposed to rain today. I don't know how much. I don't think anybody knows how much. It did rain some overnight. Hopefully it didn't rain up there a ton. And we can roll back into chopping some corn and trying to get some more done. So appreciate you guys watching, liking, subscribing, being part of all of it. I'm ready to be done with corn. I know there's comments, and I'm not picking or complaining about it, that hey, we can only watch you chop corn for so long. Part of daily content. I'd like to be on to the next thing and whatnot, but all part of it. So I appreciate everybody, and let's see what the day brings. You ready to party? He's ready. He ain't go out here making friends. So what we got going on today is we gotta clean these up, just reinstall it. Got the new clutches, or I guess they're friction plates. So clean it up, throw it back together. New clutches, it's challenging to get that one down there, but as much as I could. So I did run the grinder over them. They ain't perfect. I should buy a whole set, but I think they're much better than they were. So what this actually does, there are plates in here that are squished together that are bent on purpose. They're spring loaded, so when you tighten these bolts down, it squeezes it so you can take it apart without it exploding out. But and then this just drops back in there. Spins around, goes in the groove. Take the big bolt, goes down and in. Okay, and then loosen those other bolts out. Hopefully that's our issue. Let's pick up our mess, fuel up, and get going in life. Like I said, I do got a whole spare set and one. So the center rotors, I'll show you. These two rotors take one. This one takes three, so you get them in a set of 4. So you need 8. So I got all of them. That did not work. So I was wrong. Actually, the Kemper videos led me to be wrong. There's 4 in these. There's another plate that I missed that is like welded to it. So I got to take this off to then pull the whole top drum off. I got to get the shields off, and then I can hit that other one out. So it is in there and it will not move. And there's a clutch underneath it that's smoked, and when it pushes down, it's not engaging. That's why. What a time to be alive. So alrighty, I'll see if I can do this. One piece off. I just gotta get the sides off, and that whole piece should come off, and I should be able to do it. GoPro, stop recording. A little bit of heat to get the last bolts out, and yeah, so 3 bolts there. They didn't want to come, heated it. I'm gonna need both hands, but pick this up and set it in there. really not sure how heavy this thing is. Probably like a 3-man job. Here I am. I don't know if I'm moving it. I don't want to bend it. I want to hurt myself. Oh yeah. There's our clutch issue. There you go. So that stays in there, I believe, based on the videos. This is what was in there. That's what's supposed to be in there. You can tell it was pretty wore out. So clean this up as best I could. That goes on there. I'm gonna try to get this drum back on there by myself. And then real simple. Not that bad once you figure it out. Things are gonna stay up. This might be a challenge getting it together though. That didn't fix it. So I just fired it up and I ran it. And the bottom doesn't spin. The top starts spinning. There's a plate inside of it, but it looks like it's supposed to be all one piece. But it starts turning slowly and I know it's not right. It's not right at all. I just don't know. I've never had to deal with one of these. Gonna have to call somebody. Unless I got something. I know they're not clean to the spec that they should be, but you would figure they'd still have to grab some. Or this plate, this clutch top is bad and it's not springing down to hold anything. I wonder if that's my issue. Ooh, I don't even want to know how much these are. Where did I put my 17? Guess we can back this off and make sure it spans out. That pushes itself up, so that's good. Let me look at the diagram. Shout out to Mitchell O'Neill, #1 from Vermont. road tech mechanic, Mr. Fix-It-All. So I talked to him. What he said's going on is in here, there's dogs that somehow, either on the bottom of the shaft or in between this shaft, in between, when they're spinning, it gets enough torque and it locks up. So the drum itself will spin with the clutches, but it will never start spinning that. So I can rev it up and I can grab onto this while it's spinning it, which it's slowly spinning that, and it will keep spinning. This, you can do this, whatever you want, nothing. So yeah, gonna have to split that gearbox. And Yanko is riding around in every tractor. He's been in the 1086, he's been in that, he's been barking at stuff. But I'm over here throwing in the towel. Told Sully, come get me, because we're gonna have to, well, I gotta take all, I don't know if I can take the gearbox cover off. I'll take the guard off, and then we can see about picking the gearbox up. But I'm waiting on a call from Lancaster Parts and Equipment. Lancaster Equipment and Parts, I forget which one's first. So them guys know a lot about these Kempers and a lot about choppers. I called the service, left a message. They're gonna call me back at some point. Probably order my parts through them for this. Either that, or I'll call the Canadian guys that I dealt with, Sunoco Implement, I think. Sunoco, I think that's who it was, who got me the seals for this. Actually, they gave me the number for the seals for this. Yeah, or Global out there in Iowa. I think it's Global. But got everything to pack up. Well, it's not really much. It's been a long few days. This definitely has battled me over the last 24 hours. Otherwise, corn's been okay for us. A few things here and there, but this has made me so. I'll throw the towel and I'll get it home. I'll have to strip it down because we're gonna have to chop the rest of our green stuff. And yeah, maybe I can just get that cover off. Needs a pressure wash, blown off, and then we'll run through that. But if they can get me the parts, we'll do it this weekend. We're gonna go see Pleasant View Farm. Yeah, Pleasant View Farm in Connecticut, which we've had previous videos. I gotta pick up some stuff there, and we gotta dive into cover crop and manure hauling and everything else. So I guess I'll get folded up and we'll just be waiting on a ride, pack up all my stuff, and they're out chopping. It's slower going with a 2-row pull behind chopper, but I came up, did what I could, and it's unfortunate I didn't get more done. Wanted to do it all for them, but it's just part of it. I'm not a full-time custom guy. It's just, this is why custom work gets old for people that don't really do it full-time, because they're like, eh. Well, learned a lot of things on this head in the last few days. So a lot of things to look at, to swap out, wear plates, couplers. So hopefully next year with corn we'll be good to go on everything. Alrighty, I'll back it up, fold it up, go get hooked up to the trailer. ride home, we'll have to tear into the head. I don't like that. Didn't get more done, but yeah, being a Friday afternoon and not knowing. I'm more frustrated that I didn't get more done. Like, stuff breaks down, I can fix most stuff. I have no idea with this head, so I'm hoping that when I get it apart, it will be something easy, not something destructive, because gearboxes are like, a gearbox for that's like $5,000. That gearbox, I mean. So, yeah, I'm wore out. Custom corn chopping chopping our corn really wasn't that bad. Like, things went smooth and some breakdowns, some stuck, but custom chopping corn has not been a party. So definitely not making any money on this job. Granted, it's not like, eventually the gearbox was going to break on my own time, but it's just, this is my I came up here Thursday or Tuesday. Monday we got moved, and then Tuesday, today's Friday, so 5 days. Yeah, 4 days. Not making any money on this job. If we had kept going and things were smooth, yeah, would have been decent. It would have made it worth my time. Right now I'm just wasting my time, which is frustrating, and I feel bad because I didn't get everything done for them. But we'll get this home, get it unloaded. I guess my Mac is sitting in the driveway with the starter won't even let them start. So the truck's probably aired down and they can't pull start it. And then I'm probably, once I get this home and get my Mac moved out of the way, I'm probably gonna take a breather for a few hours. Then tomorrow we'll dive back into life. I already got some cars in front of me now. So he's up there. But so he can't make it around out back. He actually came and picked up Frank's white truck that had a bad carrier bearing there, and they figured out that it was just the angle of how it all got installed, so it should be fixed now. But we'll make sure you can get out and get down the road. Yeah, it's one of them days. Hey, you gotta get out of the road though. Come on, come on. Here you go. Come on. Go find a tree or something. What are you doing? You behaving? There he goes. I wonder if this counts as a move. He said I needed to move 4 more things and then I'd get a Sullivan hauling sweatshirt. Does that count as one of them? I guess we could count that as 2 because each way. Alrighty, I'll pull my truck and trailer out back, or the cattle trailer. I'll move the chopper. You might remember that I said we had a field, a half acre, 1 acre field down the road from the farm that I never got to. Well, they ran out of some feed, green feed, so they went and chopped it. And I guess I'll get out and show you, because then I'm gonna go that way. So they threw the pull type on, which is perfectly fine, and ran that. It's just slow. Yeah. So they've been, I guess they might be done, who knows. But they chopped this stuff. We still got more to go. But as you see, every kernel is a full piece of corn. Well, maybe a few are not all full. That one's like halfway split, so. And none of it's processed, so like, as long as the cobs aren't too far, well, you get pieces of cob throughout it like that. process, you don't get any of that. It squishes it all down. But we buy plastic that has oxygen barrier on one side of it. And well, we bought some this year, and I guess we're not the only people that got it. And they put the oxygen barrier on the wrong side. So usually white is up and black side is down. And that's a pretty nice looking pit. I think we did okay this year. So see the oxygen barrier, we put it on the wrong side, and the guy from the company said, oh, you just pull it out and flip it over. You pull all that plastic out and then you flip it over. Yeah, we probably won't be buying from them again, but I'll climb up there, we'll see. It doesn't look like there's as much feed here as last year, which I know there is based on how many acres we did and the yields we got. But we also had consistent weight on it all the time, which is a big part of it. So both tractors on it all the time. I wish that hill was out here more, but I'm gonna go with, we have more tons in there and it's better feed quality than last year. That's what I'm thinking. But we're gonna hopefully stretch it out some more. So I gotta get my chopper fixed because we're gonna go down and there's 8 acres. Well, maybe we'll do it with that because that is lighter, and we'll pull the dump wagon with another tractor. I don't know what they've been doing. I'm perfectly fine with if their tractor goes down and sits there. It's gonna be really wet, especially after some of this rain, but let me pull out front, finish up what I gotta do. Ready for bed. You ready for bed? He's living it up.